Welcome. Is this on? Yeah, it is. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to a brand new weekly email. I'm glad you're here. If you have no idea who I am or why you're watching this, my name is Zach Kravitz. I'm a filmmaker and entrepreneur, and you are on my exclusive email list. So welcome. Every week, you're going to receive an email on something new with filmmaking and photography, whether it's a tip on something I learned this week or something that, I'm just inspired by. I'm gonna share with you and create a little personal video and hopefully keep it under 2 minutes. Today, we're gonna get into a little bit of color grading and just kind of how I like to do it, how I use LUTs, and how to just kind of customize the LUT so that it fits the style that you're going for. So let's just dive right into it. We've got Final Cut Pro. Now, I use Final Cut Pro, but just keep in mind the things that I'm gonna be teaching in this. You can do it on Premiere, it doesn't matter. But we're gonna use Final Cut Pro. This is a little short little thing I made from walking around Venice Beach. Super short. If you guys want to watch the full thing, it's on my YouTube channel, not this channel that you're watching it right now. It's on my main channel. So if you click the link in the description of this video, make sure to subscribe, and this is the latest video on there. So this is kind of it. But what I want to do is kind of show you how I color grade. So this was shot with a Sony a7 III and S-Log2. So this is what it kind of looks like. And for most of my color grading, I use something called Film Convert. Film Convert is amazing. It basically creates or emulates film stock. So what I do is I just quickly drag and drop Film Convert on there, and I make sure that it automatically I don't know why, but it automatically gives you 100% grain. So I take that down. Now, if I were to use a certain film stock, so let's open this. You have to use your camera profile, and you can do this by downloading it on their site. Film Convert costs, actually, I forgot how much it costs, honestly, but downloading each individual camera profile is free. You just have to pay for Film Convert. I think it's around $60, $70, something like that. But I love color grading with it, and I think it's worth it. It's what I recommend my course members. So I use the Sony a7 III. So let's put Sony a7 III. And then I shot what did I shoot? S-Log2 S-Gamut. And then it creates a film stock just like that. Now, this is not amazing. It's very, very contrasty. The highlights are very, very bright. So this is where I start to kind of dial in my settings here. So we have film color, and then we have film curve. I take down the film curve. This is what the film color looks like. Obviously, it's not a good look. And then we take down the film color. Now what I do is I slowly but surely add color to my, ooh, that was not slow. I slowly but surely add color here until I start to see kind of what I like, and then I'll add a little bit of curve. Curve is just contrast. Think of it as just contrast that you add in Lightroom. You're just creating contrast between the darks and the highlights. So I'll add a little bit of contrast, and now we're starting to see something that's sort of getting close to what I want. Maybe a little bit more, and then something like that. I think that's actually, we're starting to get to a nice point there. Now, what I like to do is I start introducing some darker midtones. Darker midtones is really gonna work on the skin tones and stuff like that. Obviously we have a bird here. Birds don't have skin, but just all the fur in here, in the eye, and especially the wood here as well. It's gonna darken all those elements there. Starting to look a little bit better, maybe a little bit higher. Now I wanna start adding in more shadow, and that's gonna create even more contrast with the wood and the buildings, and really start to make it look nicer. I think a little bit more contrast, and we're we're gonna expose it a little bit. Now this is getting to be a little bit too purpley for me. There's a little bit too much purple. So what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna add some greens in the midtones. So I'm gonna take this knob here and we're gonna start introducing some greens. Do you see how that just totally got rid of those purples? Maybe even in the highlights, just like a little bit where the clouds are, where all that light is coming. Add just like a little bit of green there. This was the color grade. So this is the color grade I just did. So that's what that looks like. I think that looks good. This is the color grade that I did for my actual short. So there's definitely a lot more blues in here, blues and greens. Here there's just a lot more, still a lot of purple actually in here. So anyways, that is kind of how I color grade, especially with S-Log footage. I definitely recommend having a workflow like this. You can definitely get more advanced with things, but I really like this workflow. It's very, very simple, and yet I still feel like I have flexibility with the colors and the control and stuff like that. So I hope this helped a little bit, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Again, do not subscribe to this channel that you see right here. I'm just displaying these videos on this second channel just because I don't want to get confused with my main channel. But my main channel is in the description. I'd love to see you in the comments of my main channel. Let me know what you guys think of this short film, just a little thing I put together, and it's on my main channel, the most recent video. Check it out. Let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed this. Later.